The final day of racing at the Swimming World Championships was arguably the best. In this video, I break down and analyze all of the best races and moments of the competition. Admittedly, this has taken a little longer to get to than I intended, but here we are. The final day of competition at the World Championships, you could build a very strong case as to why this was actually the best day of events for the competition. We started off with the men's 50 backstroke, and this event was about one man and one man only, Klement Kleshnikov of Russia. I know it's probably wrong for me to feel this way. I want to root against Klement because he beat my dear friend Ryan Murphy at the Olympics a number of years back, but I just can't root against him. I just like him. I just like the guy too much. And he wasn't allowed to compete at the Paris Olympics last summer because of the war with Russia and Ukraine, but now he's swimming under the neutral banner and he just dominated this race. From start to finish, he owned this race. And honestly, politics and everything aside, this is just a dude that loves swimming in the pool just like me, and you could see the joy and the happiness on his face after he wins this gold medal. I was really happy for him. A few years back, I spent a little time with him at the ISL in Italy, and he can blow vertical bubble rings like a superhero, like Aquaman. Like, anyway, really, he's a cool guy. Up next, we had the women's 50 breaststroke final, the final race of the great Lily King's career, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I was emotional. I was getting teary-eyed. I was getting choked up. It was painful for me to watch this race. Lily was one of the athletes that I know personally was hit really hard with the stomach bug. Several days of throwing up, pooping her brains out. It's just tough. And just based off of the time she went a month prior at the trials, she would have won the silver medal. But anyway, Lily ends up missing the medal podium by about 1/10 of a second. This race is dominated from start to finish by Lithuania's Rūta Meilutytė. Now, next to Lily King, you could make an argument that Rūta is probably the second greatest female breaststroker of all time. This was her 4th straight world championship title in this event. She won the gold medal all the way back in the London Olympics. She's a world record holder. She is awesome. And her and Lily are like super good friends. They love each other. It was pretty great. The next race was the women's 50 freestyle final. And I've got to say, on my fantasy swimming predictions of this meet, I got this one dead wrong. I expected Gretchen Walsh and Tori Husk to at minimum be on the podium. And I know what a lot of you are thinking. You're saying, Cody, that's just because of your strong American bias. It's on full display. We're getting sick of it. No, it's not that at all. It's just they were ranked #1 and #2 in the world going into this event. So like, you know, the data is what the data is. The Americans were disappointedly shut out of the medal podium entirely. Team Australia's Meg Harris runs away with this race, winning in a 24-0. Australia has been swimming well. You gotta give it to them. They've been doing great. Next up, we had the men's 1500, and if you're a distance swimming nerd, after this video, your next watch should be this race on YouTube. Tunisia's Ahmed continues his reign as being the current distance king, winning the gold medal in a very fast time, 14:34. Followed closely by Germany's Schwarz, and Bobby Fink settles for the bronze. A disappointing meet for him. He was clearly hit with that stomach bug. He was really off. It's gonna be very interesting knowing that Ahmed is actually moving to Florida to become Bobby's training partner. They are going to be training together. That is pretty, the world record is gonna keep getting faster. In fact, what do you all think about that? What do you think about Ahmed moving to Florida to train with Bobby? Let me know in the comment section down there below. Is that gonna go really well? How do you feel about it? Then we had the men's 400 IM, and the only question was, will Leon Marchand break another world record after his stellar world record in the 200 IM? Well, he didn't set the record, but he did go one of the fastest times ever, dominating the field by like 4 whole seconds. I will never get tired of watching him kick out to the 15-meter mark on the last 50 of the 400 IM, splitting a 28.5. It is absolutely insane. It's very clear to all of us that his sole focus this year, this season, has just been break the world record in the 200 IM, which he did in spectacular fashion. And his 400 IM is still pretty fast. Still pretty good swim. Then we had the women's 400 IM. Welcome to the Summer Macintosh show. Leon won the 400 IM by about 4 seconds. And then Summer said, hang on, hold my drink. I'm gonna win by about 8 seconds. Summer failed to win all 5 of her gold medal fingernail things coming off of the 800, where she surprisingly only settled for the bronze medal. That was a little bit of a surprise. Didn't have that on my swimming fantasy card, but nevertheless, she is clearly the best female swimmer on planet Earth right now. There's no doubt about it. Let me know down there below. What do you think? She set the world championship record in this event in a 4:25.7, and then just a few minutes later, immediately after, had the relay. Up next, we had the men's 4x100 medley relay. I'm not gonna go off on my whole tangent like I did in one of my previous videos about this being the crown jewel of our sport and of USA Swimming. To get this out of the way, USA does not win. They don't even get the silver medal. They're not even in the running really, and it's just, no disrespect to those guys on that relay. I know all of them, I respect them, I love them, but we need to be better. Coming out of backstroke into breaststroke, USA is in 6th place, so now they're out of the race. Now I'm looking at who's in the lead. Well, Léon Marchand dives in to do breaststroke for France, and oh my goodness, France has never won a gold medal in this race. I'm starting to cheer for France. The gold medalist and second fastest hunter flyer in history, Max Grosset, dives in for France and takes over the lead just ahead of the Russians. At this point, I'm freaking out. I'm screaming for Team France. I'm rooting for them over the Russians. I'm like, let's go. Let's get our first relay gold medal, France. Let's go. But Russia's anchor leg Igor outsplits the final Frenchman by 1.5 seconds, winning in a commanding gold medal, setting the world championship record. Still great for France. They win the silver medal, and Team USA ekes onto the podium with the bronze medal finish, only because Jack Alexey splits the second fastest time in history, going a 45.9 to outtouch the Italians. Team USA wins the bronze medal and makes it onto the podium. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe they even made the podium. Like, Jack, just a beacon of hope. He's like Team USA Superman right now. After the Russians win, they don't get their flags because they're neutral, so they're kind of walking around like, it just doesn't feel the same when one of them wins and they don't get to represent their country. The last event of the competition was the women's 4x100 medley relay. This was all about Team USA and their redemption and their statement. This was as close to a perfect relay as it gets. Reagan Smith battles Kaylee McEwen again on the 100 backstroke leadoff, and Reagan gets the touch in a 57.5, giving way to Team USA's Kate Douglas, who drops a ridiculous 104.2 split. That is the world record time. That is insane. She outsplits almost every team by about 2 full seconds. And if that's not enough, you've got the world record holder and gold medalist from the championship, Gretchen Wolf, taking off on the butterfly leg, pulling ahead of that world record time. At this point, Team USA is several body lengths ahead of the rest of the field. Tori Huss anchors the relay in a 52.5, winning the gold medal, and Team USA sets the world record. Following this victory, as those girls paraded around the pool deck with the American flag, that was a statement that, hey, we are still the best. They've had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of missed finals, a lot of missed podiums. They've dealt with the stomach virus, all this and that, but champions show up when it matters the most, and they wanted to make a statement at the end of the competition, and I think everybody heard loud and clear. It was nice to see Team USA go off on a really, really high note. Now, as I discussed a little bit in one of my previous videos, this was the overall medal count. Again, as I said on my podcast and in another video, even without the illness and the sickness, I don't think that changes the results for Team USA all that much. But if you feel differently, let me know in the comments section down there below. I had a lot of fun watching this competition. It was a week long of tons of swimming, and I know it's been a few weeks now, but I really, really enjoy watching athletes compete at the highest level after all the hard work, time, and dedication that they put into it. It's just fun. I just enjoy it. So I hope you all do as well. Thank you all for joining me today in this final wrap-up video. I am still on Operation 50 Miles in 50 States. I'm swimming a mile in every state this year. I have about 11 states that I still need to schedule. If you would like to bring me out for a speaking event, a swim clinic, a competition, something, send me an email to CodyMillerShow@gmail.com, and that's a perfect way for me to come out, do something fun, swim my mile, and check that state off of my list. I'm scheduling events for this year and next year. So go ahead, send me an email, I will respond. We have swimming swag available at CodyMillerSwim.com. If you'd like a personalized video from me to you or someone that you know for whatever reason, I'm available on Cameo. Until my next video, I will see you all later.